Archies, welcome back to another video, and we're gonna be having some fun in cast today with our Not So Berry characters. So if you guys are new to this channel, you may not know that I actually do a Not So Berry challenge series. We are like at this point, I would say over or near enough 100 episodes in. I've done all of Gen 1, which was Mint, which was our beautiful Minzy Berry here. So Minzy was of course our matriarch. She represented the Min section of the challenge. We had a bunch of fun with her. I actually really miss playing with her. We've also got Scarlet, who represented the Rose section of the challenge as well. Ended up going on to be leader of the free world. And then we also had Saffron, who was our yellow part of the challenge and ended up being a rocket scientist. So we've really enjoyed all of our wonderful characters so far. In my Not So Berry challenge, I've actually just completed Grey as well. And I'm moving on to Plum, which is Generation 5, which means we are almost halfway through the challenge. If you have played it before, I suggest going ahead and watching my challenge because I've had a lot of fun playing it. And if you don't know what the Not So Berry challenge is, it is basically a set of rules you have to follow for each generation based on colors. Now, what I tend to do is keep the hair color the same as the challenge color, but for the eyes, I actually use the same eyes as the previous generation. So if, for example, with Saffron, we had red eyes because she was Scarlet's daughter. So that's kind of the way that I've done it in my challenge. And for me, I did a lot of fun back into The Sims because I really enjoyed the kind of rules and challenges that each section of the Not So Berry challenge set out. It's a little Simsies challenge, by the way, shout out to her. And it made me play the game in a lot of ways I wouldn't usually play it. And I've actually got a lot more enjoyment from The Sims since trying out the Not So Berry challenge. If you guys had a similar experience, let me know in the comments below. And I will also leave a link in the description for the playlist of all of my Not So Berry challenge. So if you haven't watched it, you can go ahead and give it a watch. And if you're not caught up yet, go ahead and check all the recent episodes out. So for today's challenge, I kind of started this challenge with the idea that we would use a daughter from each challenge to complete the challenge, just because I prefer playing as female Sims. And honestly, not gonna lie to you guys, people tend to click female Sims in thumbnails. They don't really click male Sims. So in order to get as many people interested in this challenge, I wanted to stick with daughters. But a lot of you guys did want to see a son as an heir. So I thought, why don't we reimagine if I'd done this challenge with male heirs from the start? What would they look like? We're gonna go ahead and find out. If I keep up with this challenge, which I think I'm definitely gonna, we'll do the same for Ash, who's my Grey challenge, Lila, who is my Plum challenge, and any future Lila babies as well. But for now, I thought we'd keep it simple and just stick to 3 whose stories have been completed and have actually died in my series from old age. So we're gonna start with Mint. So Minzy Berry, how would you have looked if we'd have gone with a male heir instead? Doesn't really count for Minzy because Minzy actually came to our challenge already created, honestly. Okay, interesting hair we've got there. I actually made Minzy as part of a cash challenge and then ended up liking her so much that I used her for my heir for the Not So Berry challenge. And what I'm gonna do is just flip over the gender in cast, but what I will be doing is trying to keep some of the same vibes for each one. So with Minzy, we're probably gonna keep like the piercings. We'll obviously keep the hair and the same eyes and stuff. And let's see what we end up with. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the same eyes back on. Now these eyes actually have a little bit of a bug underneath, which I don't love. It's actually part of the design, but for most of my eyes, I've edited it out. However, a few of the eyes I forgot to edit. So what I'm gonna do is just raise this bottom lip just to hide it a bit because I don't love it. And then what I also do is like basically add little eye flecks that hide it as well. However, I'm gonna apply the piercings first. So we've got nose piercing, a lip piercing, and this bit here, I can never remember what this is called. So I'll go ahead and add all of those first, just because my eye flicks actually go on the same layer. So I don't want to accidentally like not have enough space to put them on, you know? So that piercing is in, as is this one too. Have any of them since Minzy had a bunch of piercings? I can't really remember, but I kind of feel like potentially no. I do like this look though, so maybe down the line we do have a very pierced Sim again. Okay, so let's take a little nosy at these brows. She kind of had, honestly, just straight beautiful brows, to be honest. But yeah, this is always interesting for me because I feel like once we put the CC on, sorry, the skin details on, that's when it's gonna bang. I feel like Sims without skin details, it's just not really a vibe I love. Maybe that, because her eyebrows did have quite a good arch to them. And then, what skin details did we actually use? Did we use a female only one? Might be female only. Gonna just make sure a few of the key stuff goes over, like the nose shape. Minzy got a little glow as well. This one here for nose. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, same skin overlays. I mean, look at the difference. Like, wha-pow. So that's with all the same little skin details. And let's put some eyelashes on you, actually. What did you guys think of Minzy? Do you miss Minzy? I do. I think because the challenge was also new. I had a lot of fun with Minzy. I still do have fun every challenge. I feel like it kind of resets a little bit each time, so I really like that. But Minzy was kind of my OG, so I got a lot of time for Minzy. Also, I really liked going into... Ooh, we got the heart cheeks. It's so iconic, I might have to carry it over. But yeah, I really liked going in to work with Minzy. She was in the science career, so that was a lot of fun as well. And we're actually gonna get to do that again soon with Lila, keep getting her name wrong. Lila in the doctor career. So I'm kind of gonna get a bit of that feeling of Minzy back again soon, which I'm really looking forward to. What do you reckon? A bit much? It is very Minzy-esque, but it might be a bit much. I don't know. May switch out for like kawaii cheeks with the little lines on them. So there's still like a little bit of, you know, cheek detail, but it's not quite the hearts. Because it's not just a straight copy over the skin details and stuff I am doing. Okay, so one thing I don't really get why when it changes to boy form, it really reduces the top lip. Like, look, this is what it was at before, and then I've just pumped it up a little bit to be more like Minzy's. Why does it think that boys have smaller lips than girls? Ali has bigger lips than I do, so I don't love that. Okay, and then hair. We want to go for classic, beautiful, mint-colored hair. Maybe something like that? I don't know. Maybe something like this, actually. It feels like it has a bit of Minzy energy, so that kind of works for me. And then obviously I like to dress my Sims the color of their Not So Berry. You don't have to do this for the Not So Berry challenge, but it's kind of fun, right? If you're going to be doing it like based on a color, it's sort of fun to dress them in that color. So this was her day-to-day outfit. And then my brain was always like, is mint this or this? I don't really know. I ended up switching between both of these shades for Minzy. There's probably one it's more accurate, but I wasn't taking it too seriously. It was just kind of like a, oh, we'll dress them in like minty colors. And as long as it's like greenish, for me at least, it was fine. I almost want to do this because it's kind of like leaves mint, you know? So yeah, I think I'd probably go like a mint color on his top, like the design, and then mint trousers, because Minzy did have the like double mint. And I have two mints that match for girls. I don't for boys. This is probably where I would end up. And then, does Minzy have any tattoos? I don't think she does. She does have the glitter on the cheeks here. It's given him this arm tattoo, which honestly, I really like. I don't know where it's come from, but I really like it. And it does come in like a greeny minty variation. So I think I'll keep, oh, you have boobs. Okay, just ignore that, it's fine. It's because that skin is technically only for girls. And yeah, I think this is how I would have done a min male sim. Let me know what you guys think. Kind of feel like just because it's so iconic, I will put the glitter on his face as well. And there we go, Minzy as a son rather than a daughter. What do you guys think? Would you have watched me kick off Not So Berry with this sim? Let me know in the comments below. And we shall move on to Scarlet Berry. Scarlet got a lot of episodes. There was a lot to do for Scarlet. We also did the whole learning to snowboard as a kid storyline because Snowy Escape came out too. And I've noticed a lot of people who play Not So Berry end up doing the Rose part, which is Scarlet, as a boy sim. Let's go ahead and change Scarlet into a boy. Okay, well. And then let's go ahead and add all of the CC and see where we end up. Okay, so I love these eyebrows. I might be able to do the exact same eyebrows, but just a little thicker. And obviously we kept the same eyes as our parents too, because I kept the eyes from the previous gen, but obviously with Minzy, she was the first gen, so we couldn't really do that. Now this sim will end up being president of the sim world. And I also made my sim live in a White House, which I built on stream. So we kind of went all in on the presidential vibes, which was a lot of fun. And I also really liked the fact that it gave us something to like work towards. Getting her to the president meant we could move in the White House. So it was really fun to have something to work towards. And I loved Kiyoshi, so it was really fun trying to like build up a whole long life story, love story with Kiyoshi. Also on this gen, I started using this. It's the GS overlay, and it just makes your Sim's skin look a lot less flat and a lot more real. So here he is before, and then with everything added, here is where we kind of end up. I think I would be tempted to change out the nose overlay a bit because his actual nose looks like this. So I think maybe something like that suits a male sim more. So I'm probably gonna switch out the nose for a bit of a wider one. And then I need to go for like, honestly, he's gonna be president. So like sensible swept back hair, I feel. Maybe something like that with just a little bit at the front there. And I feel like some, I don't know, politicians are usually clean shaven or like very clean cut beard-esque. I don't know. I feel like male sims look better with a bit of scruff. Maybe something like this. So it's away from his face and it's very like, very clean, very sensible head cut. I'm also kind of feeling glasses on him. I know Scarlet didn't have them, but I don't think Scarlet had her ears pierced. Okay. And then we need like power suit energy. Wow. Big shoulders. Like seriously? Oh my gosh, Scarlet's ripped. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That explains why so many in this line have been really ripped. Because like Saffron was ripped. Ash is a pro athlete, but also very ripped. And why does my head go here when I think of president? No, not really. I guess this is the male equivalent, isn't it? But it's not red. Dressing in a power red suit is kind of important for Scarlet Gen. So cute, but is it a power suit? Probably not. If that had a tie, that would be perfect, to be fair. Okay, we might have to go for more of like this kind of vibe, which I think is fine. I mean, that's a red coat. It's a little pinky, but it's kind of red. I could really drive it home with red pants, but honestly, red's a lot, so I'm gonna stick to darker pants. So I'm kind of feeling like this is a good middle ground for us, and there we go. Who would you vote for? Scarlet if she'd been born as a son, or the Scarlet we all know and love? Which one would get your vote for president of the sim world? If both of them had lived the same life, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I feel like you can still kind of get the vibe of the original sim. I get strong Scarlet energy from the sim, so I feel like it kind of works. Scarlet was a lot of fun to play as, but as somebody who really like puts a lot of weight and gets invested in relationships in sims, the fact that she had to burn through so many as part of the challenge definitely made it tough. So next up, we are gonna move on to Saffron. Wonderful, quirky, amazing rocket science Saffron, who only found love with aliens. Humans did not do it for her. Aliens, however, she was right on board, and she was Scarlet and Kyoshi's son. It's just she's got like the more red tint to her eyes, which is a nod to being from Rose generation, but of course we are out in Yellow generation, and we'll be keeping that yellow theme for the Genderbend male version. Okay, wow, you just jumped straight to Grey Gen. I see. Okay, let's take all of this off. Oh, and okay, you come with a tattoo. Interesting. Now I'm gonna go ahead and double check what skin details Saffron had. I loved Saffron's hair. Like all of Saffron's hairstyles were really fun. So I know that it was a Gopal's me one. I might have to use the face only one to make sure we don't end up with the boob conundrum again. Oh my gosh, you can see so much Kyoshi. Like honestly, Saffron was kind of just a carbon copy of Kyoshi. Wow, I mean, that's just Kyoshi. This is literally just Kyoshi, but with Saffron CC. Okay, that's with the identical eyebrows actually to the ones that Saffron had. I just made them a little thicker. The other thing I'm gonna do is like, I don't know, I feel like men's noses tend to be a bit wider. So I'm just gonna widen the nose out a little bit because I don't think the Sims really changes it very much. Changes the lips, but not the nose. And oh my gosh, it looks so soft, what? I guess the fair hair as well, because Kyoshi's got dark hair, so it's going to be like a fair-haired version of Kyoshi. And I remember you do have glasses. Okay, I might take the glasses off male Scarlet just so that the glasses on Saffron Berry in both gens kind of carry over a little bit more. I also need to think of names for them all, don't I? But Scarlet would change to maybe Scott, and Minzy I'm going to change to Milo. So we've got Milo Berry, Scott Berry, and now we're doing Saffron. I'm going to go Salem. Just because I like it. Salem. Okay. And then you need your little circular glasses. I'm already kind of feeling like Salem might be my favorite, but we shall see. I also think just the Sims got better later in the series too. Okay, so that's with the same eyelid details as Saffron. And I kind of want to get that like hot nerd vibe because let's face it, that's kind of what Saffron was. Maybe something like this kind of looks right. So I loved how Saffron dressed because Saffron is when I discovered Clumsy Alien, and I love Clumsy Alien CC. So I'm kind of thinking that for Salem, we will do the same and we will go for like a Clumsy Alien kind of vibe look. Like straight away, Yes, I'm feeling this. Is there any like shorter options though? Because we did live in the middle of the desert. That's all I'm thinking, you know? Most of my clumsy alien stuff is female CC. Maybe something with that vibe is more similar. I don't know. Okay, then I saw this and realized it had similar energy to this. And then didn't she have the big boots and socks? Oh, love that look. Okay, we're gonna have to do the same thing because we're working on like rocket ships and stuff all day. So you don't want anything heavy dropping on your toe. It was practical, okay? And oh my gosh, I can't put the socks on him. No, they would have looked so cute. Oh well, I'll see if I can at least put the same necklace on. Nope, I don't even have the necklace. Oh, the necklace is so iconic though. It was like a solar system necklace, which totally made sense because she was into space. Unfortunately, I can't put that on boys, so this is the closest I can do. So here is little, well, he's got pretty big shoulders, let's face it. It's big-shouldered hot scientist Salem. Which version do you prefer? Salem if Saffron had been a son instead of a daughter, or OG Saffron? Let me know which one you guys prefer in the comments below. And we are all done. I'm really looking forward to Leela like growing up so I can do another one of these with Gray, Leela, and I guess whatever Leela's child is. We'll do the next 3 once we get to that point. But Minzy into Milo. Well, let me know what you think. What do you think of Milo? And then we've got Scarlet into Scott. Both of them intent on taking over, well, not taking over the sim world. They're not like Pinky and the Brain. It's just wants to be president. And then finally, we've got Saffron into Salem. Both of these ones are both very adorable soft sims. These are like my kind of sims, you know? So let me know which one you guys like best in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this gender bend. I'm kind of feeling like I may keep doing daughters for this challenge just because I'm having fun playing as the daughters and the reasons I outlined before. But we can keep doing these to see what maybe they would have looked like as sons. And I will see you guys in another video. If you enjoyed this one, please don't forget to give it a big cheeky thumbs up and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.